And speaking of play, Jenna Emerson is going to talk about the sex ed zine library.
Great, thank you. I think I saw some children in the lobby, so earmuffs on this one. All right, I'm ready. Okay, so my name is Jenna Emerson, and I was a professor at UVM for 2 years, teaching a course for undergrads of around 70 students at a time around human sexuality and relationships. Raise your hand if you wish that you had taken that class in college. Yes. Hopefully that was everybody, or you took it. So my approach is skill-based learning. This is because the average high schooler only gets about 4 to 6 hours of education in consent, healthy relationships, sexual health, bodies, and more. So the approach that I take, even as a college professor, is playfulness and fun. We talked about the play. So you can see me often around town throwing condoms into audiences, singing parody songs. But this is my approach to education. I take an anti-oppressive, pleasure-centered approach. So my students made me some memes, and when I was thinking myself about how to make this comprehensive education, 16 weeks of everything to do with human sexuality and relationships, effective, I had to get inspired. So when I was planning for my final, I read a zine called Sex Potato. Zines are such a great way to distill information that is really accessible. I think this zine was about $5, and I assigned it as a reading. And my students really loved the readings that I assigned. I did not assign any journals that were peer-reviewed. Often I try to find creators that were BIPOC, disabled, queer, and trans, and we often see that through personal publications, blogs, books, and also zines. So for the final project that I had for their assessment, I thought, why not make them create something to share with others? And they love sharing. You can see this. They make this for me. I didn't make them do this. They fucking love sex class. And they go after every class to their partners. They FaceTime their friends, telling them all about the class they just had. So for the final, they had to make me zines. And the point of it was to focus on one topic that they wanted to learn more about, to share it with others. Because I believe that education is meant to be shared. In a time where sex education is on the line, I've been laid off by 2 jobs this year in sex ed, many more to come, this is especially important. My students did such a good job. These zines are queer, they are subversive, they are punk, and that is exactly why I wanted to create the Sex Ed Zine Library. This was a physical library at UVM in the Davis Center for a couple years before we all got laid off. Now it's gonna be back, but I decided to also make it even more accessible digitally. To this day, I am building a website for it to host 252 zines. Yes, my students are amazing, and you can see the breadth and depth of what college students care about. There's a whole section on just casual dating. This is the assignment itself. I feel like I should have shown you what they had to do, but you can see, even though I had to assess it, the guidelines are structured, but there was a lot of room for creativity. They can take it so many places. The experiential component could be media analysis, surveys, and a lot of things. So I want to show you some of the zines. These are some good puns. We have porn to be wild, let's be honest, gender equality is coming soon with original art, and one of my millennial favorites, Polly Pocket Guide to Polyamory. Some of them are really great artists too. Have you ever seen a mindful masochist? Until now. They can create their own, they can draw vulvas and clitorises for class credit and feel empowered to create art that they want to create. Some were also looked like professional magazines. These were really, really impressive, and these students wanted to create something worth sharing, which as an educator meant they put more energy into it. It was anti-AI, sorry, Jeff, but as a professor, we read too many AI papers. Some were also really specific, like, why are dads so hot? Why are so many priests gay? ADHD and orgasms and one person's experience with them. And somebody even wrote about why lesbians are all exes and roommates. This shows that students gave them autonomy to really explore something that they want to talk about, something personal to them through this lens of sexuality, trying to figure it out. What's up with anxiety in relationships? What about long-term, low-commitment relationships? It even inspired my interns to create longer guides. I found these to be really accessible for students, and they found it to be really exciting. Things that they needed to learn about that they can't often find in textbooks, like an online guide or online sex work guide. Because they made me zines, I also made them zines. So I made them they kept wanting to learn about queer sex, so I made them a whole zine about it, and also my guide to sex positivity as a thank you to them. So when you don't have to have a master's in sex ed to be an educator or share knowledge. It's really, really important today to keep talking about sexuality openly, break the taboo, because we need to stop the censorship around sexuality education. And you too can share something. So read a zine and share what you learned. Thank you so much.